Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about OWN Network's reality-based TV series, Ready to Love, Season 6, Episode number 8.
And today we will be focusing on Dakiya and Clifton. Both of them met up with Joi and Clifton's friend Kenny, and the foolishness started immediately from Dakiya.
No question.
She came through, I think, with a drink or maybe a gift, and she made sure she told the table that it was shaped like a vagina. That's a classy lady for you.
Mum is the word for me because I'm going to say the wrong damn thing about that. Mum is the word.
And Kenny asked Joi why she was into Clifton, and she said she liked everything about Clifton. His loudness, his brashness. She liked everything about his size. She really liked him all. He didn't have to reduce himself for her to say yeah or nay. She liked everything about him.
Right, and she was impressed that he would keep it 100.
Yes.
With her at all times, and that's just part of who he is anyway.
Right,
Clifton
and
Clifton.
He's a straight shooter, and I think Joi is a straight shooter as well.
Yes.
So they appreciate that with each other. One thing I noticed when Joi came in, Clifton was sitting at the other side of the table. She gave them a hug. She gave both.
I think so.
Both Kenny and Clifton a hug, and then she sat down. But when Dakiya came in, Clifton rose and gave her a hug, and then he moved to her chair to
pulled it out for her so she could sit down. He was exercising a little bit of chivalry there.
Yeah, but he did not do that with Joi. So
his strongest connection.
I thought that was a little strange.
Joi probably did too.
Yeah, evidently Clifton is having continuous south movement as it relates to Dakiya.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So
that just sunk in, y'all. In case y'all wonder why I reacted the way I did.
That's the best way I could say. Hey. They want to lay down with each other. It's clear. And I think because of that, Clifton is sort of backing away from Joi just a bit.
Yeah, maybe so. I think Clifton is looking for something to do, with respect to Dakiya, simply because of the sexual chemistry that they seemingly have and both seem to recognize is present between the two of them. So I think he's, from my vantage point, interested in finding out where that could lead to.
Well, we all know where that's going to lead to. That heat is going to run itself out, spend its time, and all the oohs and ahs, and once they get upright, they're going to find out that you can't build a relationship just on sex.
Yeah, Clifton did say, if I'm not mistaken, in previous episodes, and whether it be, I think it was in some of his confessionals, that he is not necessarily looking to get married right away. He's looking for somebody that he can build a relationship and then see what happens from there. Am I paraphrasing?
Right. That's exactly what he said. So this episode really showed what Clifton to me was about, because he is a man. He wants his sexual gratification, and he's going towards Dakiya for that.
Yeah, because she's mirroring back that
sexual energy.
Right.
However, she was mirroring back that sexual energy with Eric, and guess what happened?
Yeah.
So
brother better be careful.
So I'm just saying, let your hands be visible at all times. Additionally, I find it troubling that after 2 incidents where women are claiming that they were inappropriately touched, that the producers would do a weekend away situation.
Weekend getaway.
Why?
For
why? I mean, you got two cast members who are in heat. What are you going to do about that? And one of the cast members already was involved in an incident where she was inappropriately touched and she did not like it. So I'm not understanding what the producers are thinking.
I don't get that one either, but at the same time, I guess that will be at least in part revealed next week when we watch. But I think that you're right. You're setting the scenario or setting the table for something bad to happen.
Joi could clearly see that they had some sexual energy going, because in the next week's episode, Joi and Clifton got to the cabin and Joi put her luggage in Clifton's room, and Dakiya is already upset about that. Now, we have seen women on this show, when they're upset, what they are capable of. So again, I don't think a weekend away with these people is the right move. But
and you're not by yourself necessarily on that one. I think that even though they're grown folks, grown adults, and adults are going to do adult things, there is pause from my end based on how this season has rolled and last season. I'd be wary of putting that scenario in play as part of the series, so that people could maybe have even more instances where certain things, inappropriate things could happen, right?
And then we have another he said, she said situation, right,
right.
Everyone has to see who is telling the truth and who's not.
Right, and you never know where that could lead, especially in a legal sense,
Well, there's a saying, nothing good happens after midnight. Nothing good happens of ready to love at a weekend retreat. Nothing good. Mm-hmm. We all know that. This is what, the 6th season?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Anywho, it seemed like when the ladies left, Clifton asked Kenny, what was his opinion regarding the women, and Kenny said that Joi was a better fit for him than Dakiya.
Right.
But I'm not sure how far that's gonna go, because Clifton and Dakiya are in heat.
Yeah, but in terms of a connection, just based on, I guess, his initial observation, I think he was spot on. I think Kenny was spot on, because he seems to see the connection that maybe Clifton conveyed to him before, but he actually, I believe, sees why Clifton may be saying the things that he is saying about Joi. So
yeah, if I was Joi, I would back all the way up. Let these people play in whatever they want to play and see what comes out at the end of it. You can't have a relationship laying down. At some point you got to get up, and then
what happens?
Then you really know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, I just don't think that that's something that sets oneself up to have a good ending. If you're Clifton or if you're Dakiya.
Well, we shall see. We want to thank you again, as always, for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting on our channel, and we would love to find out what your thoughts are. So please leave a comment or two. God bless you. Have a great week.
See y'all.
Bye-bye.